Good morning, you guys. Look at our amazing, listen, we come to Ritual for lunch. Look how amazing this is. It's an avocado stack. I recently just started some medication for my blood pressure, and hopefully, okay, you don't know, you have to, okay, Jackie is going to do, we're going to do 73 rapid fire questions, and she's going to ask me questions. Scoot over. You can, yeah, we can probably back it up a little bit. Hang on, you guys. We'll get you all settled. Okay. All right. You ready? I look so big compared to you, but I'm really littler than her. How funny is that? Like, I'm genuinely shorter than Jackie. Okay, let's go.
What's your job title?
What is my current job title? Horse trader.
What's your first job?
My very first job I ever had, I was 9, and I was helping lead trails at Cowboy Scrimshers in Ruidosa as a trail guide.
What's your favorite month?
I love September because I was born in September, and it's the beginning of fall. Love fall.
Okay, well that's the second question. What's your favorite season?
Fall.
What's your favorite animal?
Love Halloween. My favorite animal, I love dogs. I mean, I love horses too, but I love dogs.
What's your favorite color?
Gray.
Food?
Everything.
You can eat it?
I love Italian food. I love Italian food.
What's your favorite word?
Fuck.
What word do you hate to hear? Wait, hate hearing?
Moist.
What word do you have a hard time pronouncing?
Empath.
Okay. Who do you text the most?
Jacob.
Who's your hero?
Like living or dead?
Doesn't matter.
My hero? Living would definitely be Jacob. For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
What about dead?
Jesus.
Okay. Where'd you go on your last vacation?
Where did Jacob take me last?
I don't know.
We just went to Fort Worth. Like a week. Remember we went to Fort Worth?
Oh, okay.
It was a mini vacation.
I was gonna say,
it was
I
a mini
wasn't
vacation.
thinking that was a
It was a
vacation.
mini vacay.
What is your go-to pastime?
I don't know what that means. Like, what is something that, like, a memory I go to, or like, what is something I
What do you
go
do in a like when you have
to? Oh, to pass time?
pastime? Yeah.
TikTok.
Okay.
TikTok.
What's your favorite subject in school?
I dropped out. None of them.
Where did you grow up?
At Morris, Oklahoma, just south of Okmulgee. I grew up in El Paso until I was like in the 7th grade. And then Okmulgee, Oklahoma.
Where do you live now?
White House, Texas. Until October, because I have to move.
What is your favorite body part?
Boobies.
What is your favorite word in another language?
Ciao. It's spelled CIAO. Ciao.
What is your favorite dessert?
Creme brulee.
What is your favorite breakfast?
Avocado stack. Hands down. It's amazing.
Yes, it is.
It's amazing.
If you had a chance to change your first name, what would it be?
My mother was going to name me Temperance and call me Temper for short, and my father totally was against it, and I still to this day am like, you should have let her name me Temper. Temperance Ann is what my mom wanted to name me.
Name a 4-letter word that starts with the letter B.
Brat.
What is your favorite type of weather?
Fall.
That's
Anything.
a season.
It doesn't matter. Anything between like 65 and 75.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 80.
What is the best non-cuss word, one word insult?
A non-cuss word insult?
One word.
Is
insult.
pecker a cuss word? Pecker? You pecker?
That's too bad. Okay.
Pecker?
No, the word I was thinking, or the word I was thinking of. Sorry.
I mean, I call squirt an ass wipe all the time.
I was gonna say mine was shit stick, and I was like, wait, that's a cuss word and another word, so.
Yeah, pecker. Next.
What is your favorite store?
My favorite store? Oh, I don't know. I don't really have one. We're good, thank you. Yeah, that's fine. And can I get this like in a little to-go box? I did to-go box and a little to-go bowl. Thank you.
Would you like me to go ahead and put it in there for you?
Please, thank you. I would say my favorite store. I mean, I really love Karma and Luck. Karma and Luck. Okay. Keep going. Going.
What time do you usually wake up in the mornings when Jackie doesn't call you?
Trying to.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I would love to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Like if I had like if I lived in a perfect world where I was a single person and I wasn't a mom, I would go to bed at 9 and I would wake up at 4:30. And I love that. I love that. But I don't live in a perfect world. So
I would like that too.
Yeah. So sometimes we're still jogging horses at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night at my facility. And that's the part that you guys don't see. You guys see some of the daytime routine, but what you don't see is the 10:30, 11 o'clock at night when we're still jogging horses and traders and trying to get them fit for auction. And sometimes I think that that's a disservice because I think people don't understand how hard the work is at my facility. Like, I really don't. Like, my staff is really still jogging horses at 11 o'clock at night. At 11 o'clock last night, they were turning the last horses out. We have about 8 or 9 horses that go out at night. Thank you. And then they come up during the day so they don't sun bleach because they're traders. And they got turned out at 10 last night. It was like 10 or 11.
Yeah, so 11. And they got brought back in.
Yeah, they got brought back in at 5:30 this morning before it got too hot.
What's your favorite music?
I like
type of music.
I love rap music. I love the lyrics.
I was just expecting you to come out with like Kevin Gates.
Yeah,
that was it. Like,
listen. I really love the lyrics. Like, there's so many good songs that if you take the 808 away, the lyrics are fire.
And is it something we need together?
Yeah, it's my. Thank you. Yeah.
What's your favorite movie, Jill?
Genre, maybe? Are you trying to say genre? My favorite movie genre?
Yeah.
I'm not a big movie person, thank you. But if I was going to watch movies, probably like just stuff that totally makes my brain busy. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. I can watch all of the Lord of the Rings. I can watch all of Harry Potter. Like, stuff that's just busy. Like, just busy. I don't want it to be emotional. Like, I don't want sappy stuff. I don't want people to die. I don't like rom-com. Like, if I'm going to sit down and watch a movie, I just want to be, like, thoroughly entertained and, like, for my brain to go places that are not.
Yeah, I completely get that because I am the world's worst. So, what is your Hogwarts house?
Slytherin.
Okay.
Slytherin.
Who is your best friend?
Okay, so this is a really funny question because I love Jackie to pieces. But my best friend for a really long time, and Jackie has friends outside of work, don't worry. I've had the same best friend since I was about 18 years old, and her name is Amanda Killian. We call her AJ. My daughter calls her Hey Jay, and she is from Wichita, Kansas, and I have loved her my whole life, I feel like. So I have her, I have Jackie, and I've got some really amazing friends. I've got an amazing set of friends that I had before I did this. Amy Catherine, you got to meet her. I adore her. I just have some, Lynette Officer. I sold her a horse probably 5 years ago, and we've just become like this. And so I've got some really cool friends that I've developed through what I do. I love Charlie. Charlie used to work for me. Charlie Plate. I adore her. I absolutely love and adore her. And I feel like when I go home to Alexandria, I love Lauren. I have a friend that's an attorney, and she is just fucking fantastic. She is so beautiful. Her and her daughter Cammie are super close with me, so when I go home to Alexandria, I try to see them. And I love Bailey Nepper. She owns Flying Bee Equine, and I'm going to call her when I leave here and talk her out of what she's doing. She posted today that she's closing her business, and I just know horse trading is hard, and I want to reach out to her.
Okay. Describe your style in one word.
Fast. Whatever I can throw on, headed out the door. Fast. Not put together. I hate that. I wish I had more time. Like, so when we go out, like Jackie and I have been out to eat a couple times, and like when Jacob takes me out, I dress to the nines. I wear heels. I am stunning. I look like a thick bougie bitch, but for the most part, it's just what I can throw on out the door. What's your style?
Fast.
Fast.
Simple. Like, comfy, yet manageable. Unless I'm getting, that one chance, or that I'm going out and I'm gonna go all out. Which we all know that your all out makeup and my all out makeup are way different ends of the spectrum. But that's okay.
So my sister just texted me and said, why don't you tell them who your real hero is, kind of thing. And I'm like, Kaylee, if I were to tell them who I had this conversation the other day. Sorry, was it slipping?
Yeah.
And I said to somebody that I am my own hero. And my sister's like, you need to say what you need to say. Tell them it's you. She's literally like texting me like, you're your hero. Listen, I have been through a lot, and I have recently just been on this spiritual journey. If you go to the Tara Michelle Sanders page, you will read some about that. But listen, Jackie said it the other day. I sometimes I have to give myself a pat on the back. I am a strong motherfucker.
Yeah, I literally was sitting in the car thinking about something, and I turned to her and I'm like, you a strong ass bitch.
I am emotionally and mentally extremely strong. I am.
It was something I was dealing with, and
she just had to pick herself up, and I told her, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, move on. These frosés are...
Yeah, they're good. Nice, damn near calm.
I'm nursing mine.
What kind of landscape would you like to live in?
I have a dream facility built in my head. So, I do.
Where's that dream facility?
I would stay here in Texas for sure.
Okay.
I would stay here in Texas.
Up closer to the Panhandle, or down close, or
No,
middle?
I'd stay here.
Or
I'd stay here.
stay
I
here,
love
here?
it. Mm-hmm.
East Texas. Okay.
I love East Texas. I never will. I will not relocate from here.
Okay. What were you afraid of as a child?
I'm still afraid of buffalo. Terrified, dead or alive.
There she is.
Terrified.
Found that
I
out.
can go to a building, and if there is a dead buffalo inside, I know before I walk in, because all the hair on the back of my neck will stand up, and I do not even want to be in the building. But I actually talked to a past life regressionist, and she said that in a past life I was an Indian, and I probably had a skill of where I could detect where the buffalo were. And now I don't understand why they trigger me. But I can tell you that there's buffalo near. Like if there's dead buffalo inside of a building, or like if we're driving somewhere and I know that this property is going to have buffalo, like I'll just tell whoever, like, we're headed to Buffalo. Like I can sense them. That was her excuse for it. She was like, you just were a buffalo detector. You could like sense where they were to take your, like, so you could take your tribe of...
So you were a provider.
Right, yeah. It was like in a past life, it was like an extra sense that helped us to find food. But now today, I mean, I just know they're in there, and it creeps me out. It creeps me out.
One subject you would like to learn more about?
I mean, I currently am about 75 pages into a Karma Sutra book. I love knowledge of all things, and I decided about a month or two ago that I really wanted to get more into yoga, and then over one more step was like Karma Sutra.
What is a good spy code name for you?
Well, Jackie, what would be a good spy name for me? You work for me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know on that one.
I'm not a very good spy code person. I'm not very sneaky. I can't do shit and be sneaky.
Well, I was gonna say we're more of the bold and in your face.
I am
kind
the
of
least
people.
spy sneaky person in America. I have a story. You want a story time?
Sure.
Hit the like button if you want a story time. If you don't hit like on this video, I'm not telling the story. So if y'all want a Tara story, it's a good one from when I was younger. It's about the scars on my wrist. You know the story already?
There's 1, 2, 3. So I lost count.
Here they come.
Oh, and I got looks.
Mm-hmm.
What do you collect?
Hold on. Let me tell the story first. So, I'm not a very sneaky person, but I'm a smart person. Least sneaky person in America. I just saw my last name, and that's why I was like, and, you know, my middle name's Michelle, so I thought it was like Tara Michelle. Like, it said Michael Sanders, and I'm like, who's that? Sorry. Anyway, okay, so when I was right after high school, I had kind of dated a guy. You guys know that my high school boyfriend died, so one of the first guys that I dated after that was a guy I went to high school with, and he was okay, but he cheated. You were going where? But he was a cheater. So, and I'm a crazy bitch. I'm a psychopath. Like, I'm gonna burn the house down with you inside of it. So, I had been gone to a horse show, and I came home. I think I'd actually taken a horse over to Connors for a college rodeo for a friend of mine to run. Come home, and I drive by his parents' house, and like his truck isn't there, but the lights are on, and there was like a car that I had like never seen before. So I call a friend of mine, and I'm like, "Hey, Jessica, can you come on?" Like, Jessica Ware was one of my best friends in high school. Did you guys know that my very best friend, Megan, from high school, is now a porn star and is like super famous and an escort? How crazy is that? We were actually looking at all of her sites and stuff. She's like super famous, and anyway, I still talk to her all the time, but I was showing Jackie all of that yesterday. So I called Jess, and I'm like, "Hey, Jessica, I need you to pick me up, but I need you to like borrow your boyfriend's car because we need to like be in a car that like nobody recognizes, you know, like can't take my truck." So she pulls up, picks me up, and we like go drive around, and like so we drive around and we pass my boyfriend's best friend's house, and his truck is there. So I call and I call. He doesn't answer. So I just like pull up in that driveway, and of course it's a vehicle they don't recognize. So I didn't want him to know it was me, of course. So I was like, okay, he's not here. So I said, like, let's go back by his parents' house because there was like a car there that I don't recognize. No, we're good. And I was like, listen, I think that like, you know, I think that like maybe he's there or whatever. So about the time that we pull up there, she recognizes the vehicle because she went to high school with the girl at Henrietta that drove the car. You know what I mean? Because I didn't recognize it because she didn't go to our high school. And like, we're older now, like we're out of high school. Anyway, long story short, we pull up in there and I call his cell phone again and it lights up inside her car. But they're inside the house. But the cell phone, let me tell you, when I tell you that I got the shovel out the garden and beat the window out of her car that was locked and got his cell phone and went through it and realized what they were inside doing, I then, because I punch much harder left-handed than I do right-handed. I'm right-handed, but when I go to knock you out, I am going to crow hop you in the nose from a dead jump left-handed, and I'm going to knock you on the ground, and then I'm going to jump on you and beat your ass. Like, I've been in enough fights that your girl is smart. Like, I am very proud of the human I am today because I just want you to know that there was a time in my life I would have stabbed you with no mercy. So anyway, after I beat the window out of the girl's car, got the phone, gone through it, realized what's going on, I wrap my right hand because I'm right-handed, and I punch through the glass door, reach through, unlock the door. I still have glass scars, bleeding everywhere. Go inside and proceed to walk myself back to his bedroom and absolutely beat the shit out of her.
Oh, you left out the fact that the entire foyer and everything was white.
Yeah, so his mother's house was white, and when I pulled my arm back through, the cloth caught, but the glass, I have glass scars, terrible. I was bleeding everywhere, all over the white foyer, all the way down the hallway. Anyway, long story short, that relationship was over.
You don't say.
So I am like the least sneaky bitch in the world. Like I'm like a wrecking ball. Come in like a wrecking ball. Like literally, I am the least sneaky person in the world. So when somebody asks like, "What's your?" and I'm like, I am not on some sneaky shit. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do, and
You're either with me or you're not.
there is no spy sneakiness to me.
That's why I couldn't come up with a name.
No, I'm just Tara.
Yeah.
I've been called a lot of things in my life, but I'm just Tara. And I
think
was
I'm maybe
really crazy in my
so-called
20s.
temper.
I was really crazy in my 20s.
Not like anybody knows this one, but what do you collect?
What do I collect? So when I was in my teens and early 20s, I always collected briars, and I have an entire, my bedroom at my parents' house has a shelf around the top and another one completely solid in briar horses. Completely solid in briar horses. And now I just stack money. Now I just collect dollars. Dollar bills, y'all. Make sure you send stars, you guys. Okay.
What's your favorite type of scenery?
Mountains. Like, I wouldn't want to live up in the mountains, but I love to go visit. Love it. Love it, love it.
What has been your favorite age so far?
35. I've learned more in this year than I've ever learned in my whole life.
What is your go-to lazy dinner?
Cowboy beans. I made them. I made them live on Facebook for my following. They're amazing. Some of them have made them, and they have like sent me pictures and like different variations, and like it's the best. You just take a crock pot and you put all types of beans and hamburger meat, and you turn it into a burrito, and it's fantastic. This thing doesn't eat beans. Do you like hummus?
Yes.
Hummus is just
If that's one type of bean, okay, and I'll eat green beans.
okay.
Everything else,
I like beans. So
Everything
cowboy
else?
beans.
No.
Cowboy
No,
beans.
stay.
Cowboy beans.
on a range, I would probably starve. Or
would
I'd
starve.
turn into a herbivore.
A herbivore. She would.
I'm just gonna eat grass. Have a nice life.
Have a nice life. I'll be grazing with the cattle. Let's see. These are supposed to be rapid fire.
I know, but I
We're
like
failing.
scrolled. What is your favorite thing to do in the summertime?
Get up really early and nap in the middle of the day.
Which we're not doing.
Nap in the middle of the day because it's too hot to be outside.
Oh, the season's coming.
Yeah. I don't like water, so if anybody's expecting me to like go to the lake or... No, I hate it.
I asked her to go with me because it's on my bucket list to go to Jacob's Well. If anybody of y'all know where that's at, it's awesome.
I'm gonna
Never
go.
really been,
I'm gonna go with her, but I'm not gonna participate in the water. I will drive. I will
You're gonna
drive.
drive.
I will
Okay.
drive, and I will pay for the Airbnb.
Okay.
Okay. I'll pay for the Airbnb, and I will drive.
All right, where we're going.
Okay.
How often do you floss?
Daily.
What is your nickname?
My whole life, my dad called me Queenie.
What is your major in? Oh, that doesn't apply.
I did go back to college.
Okay, well, what's your major in college?
When I went back, I took some psychiatry classes. I took, or psychology. And I just kind of did a little bit of, I dabbled. I didn't.
What is the stupidest dare you ever agreed to?
So, this is super funny, but when I was a freshman, this is how I met the guy that I dated all through high school. He was a 1 grade above me, so he was a sophomore when I was a freshman. He might have been a junior. He graduated in 03, 05. Okay, so he was 2 grades ahead of me. And we were in the ag building, and the baseball team had been in the welding place because they were turning the next door to it into a batting cage. And I got dared to just walk up to him and just kiss him, and I did. I just walked right up to him and just laid it on him, and he absolutely kissed me back, and then he asked me what my name was, and we dated from that day forward. I don't know that it was the stupidest thing, but it was probably the ballsiest thing. I mean,
We'll go with the
he was in baseball pants and the ones that go like below the knee with like the socks pulled up and no shirt, and he had a 6-pack, and She was like, I dare you to just walk over there and kiss him. And I was like, fuck yes, goodbye, girl. Like, hello. I did it.
What item is worth spending more money on?
All kinds of things. Man, you get what you pay for in life. There are so many things in life. Like, first and foremost, I can tell you that tack items, saddle items, bits. I think the biggest thing I ever did is I started having my bits custom made through LNS, which is no hit bits. And it absolutely changed my program. Like, I will always buy $200 custom made stainless steel bits. They do not pinch, they do not rub. They are the greatest bit in the world. So I think that custom bits are super important. I think a farrier, do not skimp on your farrier. Do not go hire a local, easy to come by farrier. Clothing, there are so many things that you get what you pay for. I think that cheap normally is cheap.
Okay. Is your bed made right now?
Mine is, yes, Jacob's not home. Fuck that bitch, he's gone and it's made. Ah! I know. Yes, my bed is currently completely made.
If you could
With clean sheets on it. I put clean sheets on it this morning, got them out of the dryer, put them on, completely made my bed. I cannot wait to, I cannot wait to get home tonight. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to nair these legs, and I'm going to lotion up with oil, and I'm telling you, after I get the oil all over this body, I am going to slide in those crisp, clean sheets. Whoo, mama, there ain't no feeling better than like just those perfectly hairless legs with lotion, just whoop, right in those crisp, clean, Yes, I'm literally like, I'm like living for it. It's like orgasmic to me. I love a clean made bed. Love it. Go ahead.
If you could afford any car, which one would you drive?
The only thing so I've had Mercedes. I had 3 Mercedes, and they were, the first one I earned, the second one I earned, the third one I bought, because at that point I had been driving a Mercedes and I really wanted to keep up, like, oh, well, now I have a Mercedes and I'm a Benz girl. But I actually sold my last Mercedes, traded it in on my Jeep. No, I kept it, and I had a Jeep and my Mercedes. I traded my Mercedes in on my High Country. I love my Jeep, and if I was going to upgrade, Jacob asked me the other day about an Escalade, and I told him, nope, in a year from now, if I go to upgrade, I'm going to do a Grand Wagoneer. I love my Jeep. I'm telling you, please listen to me. I have drove 3 Mercedes. They are fantastic. I will never drive anything but a Jeep again. I love my Jeep. It is my heart car. The black on black. I want a black on black with black interior Grand Wagoneer. That's my... They would scam me. It'd be a scam. They sold me a blue Wagoneer. It'd be a scam. Fucking scammers.
Have you ever wrote a song for someone? Yeah, I did.
I didn't write a song for someone, but someone wrote me a poem once.
Well, I don't think I wrote a song. I think, okay, so when I was in high school, when I went to Okmulgee, very briefly, the kids used to rap at lunch. Mm-hmm. They would like rap, and they would have rap battles, and I used to try to participate, and it was awful. It was the worst thing ever. Yeah. Yeah.
What is the latest craft you made?
Craft? Doesn't apply. Wrong person. Wrong person.
What is one thing you regret spending money on? One thing, Tara. I said one.
There's only one thing that I feel like I regret spending money on, and I can't say that out loud.
That's why I said one. That's what
She knew. I'm telling you. I don't regret spending money on much because I can make more of it every day.
What movie do you enjoy quoting the most? It doesn't.
I don't quote movies ever hardly. Jacob does. It's always Cowboy Way. God. You want to beat on my tom-tom, and I'm like, get away from me!
I knew what scene you were talking about, too.
Always. He'll come in the house and be like, so, you ready to play Big Chief? And I'm like, I'm gonna fuck you up, Jacob. Yes, constantly. Awful.
If you could be transformed into one animal, which one would you choose?
An animal?
Yeah. If you could shapeshift, what would you be?
A bird. How cool would it be to just fly wherever the fuck you wanted and like
Dragon.
sit? That's not a real animal. That's not a real animal. Not a real animal. It's got to be a real thing, Jackie. A real thing. I'm making the rules.
Dragons are real?
They're not.
Dinosaurs are real?
Well, I think that.
Okay, a pterodactyl then. Close enough. What? Anyway.
Okay, you know what?
That's what she does on my phone.
Oh my god, I love it. That's why I love you guys. It's the greatest. I'm like naturally built like that, so I just thought it was a self-portrait, but
She's
okay.
not. Oh, she's not.
Yeah. I love it.
Okay, that was a dumb question. Have
What
you
was
ever
it?
gone viral online?
Yeah, a couple times. I've had a couple videos made about me too.
What? Okay. What dish do you cook the best? Your meats.
I make a mean fucking pot roast, and because I can make 2 or 3 different kinds. Like if you want like a Mississippi roast, or I make a really mean pot roast. I make chicken and dumplings, but like my grandmother's style, where it's more of like a soup. It's like biscuits and then like the gravy in the middle with the dumplings in it, with like the chicken and peas and carrots, and then like biscuits on the top. So it's more of like a pot pie, but she called it chicken and dumplings. It's fucking amazing. I think my spaghetti is better than anybody's because I do wheat noodles, and but I do them in a bone broth, so my noodles have like a ton of flavor, and then I can make a homemade vodka sauce that's like slap your mama good. Like,
What story do you tell the most?
I don't know that I tell any specific story a lot, but I like to tell stories. Like I like to share my life because I think that life experience, when somebody else has lived it, I don't think that people learn from other people's life experiences, but I think it's good for people that are going through something similar to see somebody that's already come through it. Like I think you can tell somebody a million times, hey, that fucking oven's gonna burn you. They're
But
still
until
gonna
they
they're gonna touch it. But I think it's important to be able to say, look, I touched the same oven, and this is what I used to get through it. Like, hey, me too. I touched that oven, and here are the steps I took to heal from that. So I don't tell my stories to try to prevent you guys from making mistakes. I tell my stories to help you recover from the dumb shit you're going to do, because nobody's done more dumb shit than me. I could write the book on like 99 dumb fucking things you shouldn't do in your life. Author. Yeah.
What's your hidden talent?
This is not some of my hidden talents are in the bedroom.
What's your favorite board game?
Like I don't get to cook very often, and I don't clean often, but I can tell you from that hidden talent how I've had this 11-year relationship. Cardi B sings about it.
What's your favorite board game?
Monopoly. To play it every day. If anybody ever wants to play Monopoly, sign me up. I will play Monopoly. Oh, yes, sir.
What is your favorite rainy day activity?
Napping. Like rainy day sex and a nap. Like, yes.
How do you usually answer the phone?
Hello, this is Tara. Every
Who's your
time.
favorite Disney character?
The girl from Brave. Yeah. She reminds me of Tinley. With like the curls and like the crazy.
Yes.
My child. First I thought my child was like little Donnie. And then I was like, no, she's the girl from Brave. Yeah. What's the next one?
Finish the phrase. The way to my heart is...
Through my stomach. And my vagina. Separately but the same. Like, yes. Yes, I've learned a long time ago that in life you have to have a lot of, there is a lot of factors that play into relationships. I don't care what anybody says. There are 99 factors that play into relationships. And, got it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck you want my heart for, but if you want it, like, you better be able to feed me and finance me.
What are you most looking forward to?
I am looking forward to shopping for a fifth wheel. I'm getting excited about the thought of that and like completely downsizing and just kind of being a minimalist for a while and getting to just live really close and being able to travel a little bit more and just hook up to our house and go. Like the thought of that is so exciting to me that I just can't stand it. I'm so excited. Jackie, you just keep easing off camera.
Sorry.
Are you like you've taken the hat off, like, and you keep are you uncomfortable? You want me to just turn it away from you? Fine. Poor Jackie. She's just not used to this. She'll get used to it.
You can put it back. I'm barn ready, not photo ready.
We're always ready. She's so naturally pretty.
Thank you.
I'm like, what does that feel like to wake up and just look like that and not have to put on makeup? Like, does it feel good? Like, does it feel good to just be Jackie? Oh, she said, I have parrots. They shit on me all the time. I don't know what I caught. Heather said, bird, you can shit on people. And she said, I have parrots. They shit on me all the time.
Oh.
No, I literally just wanted to,
Be free and fly. And be able to
I just want to like sit in a tree and people watch. Like,
You would shit on people.
I wish. I would shit on people. Heather, you're right.
You stared at me.
This is why I can't read the comments. Okay, I love that. She said, your conversation about relationships had me and my husband talking yesterday. Communication is the key to happiness.
Yes.
And I've learned, listen, I thought that I wanted out of my relationship with Jacob. Like, she'll tell you, I was flipping rig, like flipping out the back of the starting gates. Fuck this shit, I'm done. I'm finding somebody new. Like, I'm out. Like, I don't talk about this on this page. I do talk about it on the Tara Michelle Sanders page. But I was failing at my relationship, and I was quitting. I was quitting Jacob. I was quitting the farm, and I was going to go find somebody. And I'm going to tell you, it took me 2 seconds to realize I'm getting back in those starting gates, and life here is really good. Just tie me in. I'm focused. Full cut blinkers. Like, this bitch ain't going nowhere.
Pull her around. Straighten her back out.
Yeah. Communication
Tight
is
rein.
key, because what I learned is, as a 35-year-old adult, I live with somebody that pisses me off every day. But Jacob and I are in a place to where I can tell him, like, you have to work on this. And I don't get a ton of resistance. Like, she'll tell you, Jacob is, God bless his heart. I'm going to drink for this. I don't deserve Jacob. Like, let me put it out there for the public so any of you that are watching this wonder, like, how could somebody like me be with a kill buyer? Because I love horses, and doesn't it? That's a good motherfucker.
He chooses her.
He chooses me every day.
Every time.
Every day.
Every day.
I'm telling you, I can go rogue and I can run off, and Jacob's like in the truck, come back, I will find you. Like, ready to rope me and drag me back. And I'm like, why? Like,
For
why?
everyone out there, find someone that's going to
He chooses me every day.
you.
I wake up, and Jackie can attest to this. I wake up to good morning, I love you, you were so amazing text messages, and I go to bed to I love you if you're already asleep. Like, yeah, I thought Kimberly was here for sure. So I'm going to tell you, like, after I had COVID, I don't know what happened to me, but I mentally thought that I wanted to be anywhere but where I am. And it's been awful. It's been an awful struggle, and it's been an awful journey, and it's been an awful place for me to be so mentally ungrateful. I'm not a naturally ungrateful person. I think that you would probably agree that I'm one of the most positive people.
Yes.
I can find naturally the most positive thing about anything, but at the end of the day, I was having these really pessimistic thoughts, like, I don't want to do this anymore, and I want to live a life completely the opposite of what I'm living. And instead of just communicating that, I thought that I needed to quit my farm.
I want the tails braided too.
Yes, please. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And I will just be the first one to tell you that something happened to me psychologically when I almost died that completely changed me, and I wanted out of my relationship. And I didn't give a shit who it hurt. I was done. And it was very quickly that I realized that that was the stupidest shit I'd ever said in my entire life. And I got my ass right back to that relationship, and I told Jacob, thank you for loving me beyond what I deserve, because I am a terrible fucking human. And do you know what Jacob said to me? You're a human. No, he said, you're a human. These actions were terrible, but you're a human. And I said things and did things that really hurt him. Because I just thought that I want to date somebody that I don't want to do this. I don't want to do kill pen horses. I don't want to horse trade. I want to go on vacations and I want to live in the city and I want to do all of these things. So Jacob got me a house in the city. Jacob started trying to not go to sales as much, and he started trying to turn into the person that I want, which was very unfair to him because that's really not what I wanted. I just fucking lost my shit after I had COVID. I literally am going to therapy because of it. Like, look at Jackie. She's like, but I will tell you that about a month ago, Jacob came to me and he said, we have a little girl and I'm going to love you for the rest of your life no matter what you say or do because you are my human. So you are going to have to get back in this boat and you're going to have to help me patch the holes that you have drilled because it's not sinking. Thanks. I didn't drill the holes. I blew a giant hole in the boat. And
But we still love you.
I kind of had to just arrange my life differently and respect new boundaries. But I'm telling you, if you live with somebody that you cannot communicate with, it is tough because what saved my marriage and my relationship of 11 years is I said, this is what I did. And this is what we're going to do. And he said, okay. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm a horrible human. And he said, nope, there's nothing horrible about you. You are a human. And then I got I'm really sorry that I allowed myself to get so wrapped up in work and in trying to provide that I stopped dating you. I stopped having that relationship with you. And I'm telling you that communication and therapy has been amazing. And listen, I think that I never really wanted away from Jacob. I think I wanted away from the hate group. I wanted away from the 7-day-a-week work. I wanted away from, and I just wasn't, that's what I wanted away from. I'm good now. My therapist has me reined back in. I'm mentally stable again. Not mentally stable. Am I mentally stable?
No, you're friends with me.
We're neither one mentally stable. Welcome. But Jacob has given me a lot of freedom to revamp our program, and Jackie's really helping me with the kill horses so that I can focus on the traders. And we kind of restaffed and hired people that were able to kind of take my barking orders a little better and not consider me disrespectful. Some people just can't take a female that's like, you need to do this now, and that's okay. What did you get called? A disrespectful piece of shit. That's right.
I was going to say, you gotta specify which one you want to call me today.
Yeah, no. Not by me, but yeah.
But I didn't wait a lot. Because
Jackie's really bad to be like, this is what we need to do today.
okay, so I'm really bad about it because I also, my language that I like, the thing that I want to learn more about is actually sign language. So I'm
She does.
really
We'll be in the car and she's over there and it's fine.
I know, guys, and I talk with my hands, so I'm learning more of it.
Yes.
And then in sign language, point. So I do that. Or
Jackie
it's
does
me,
study
or
sign
it's
language.
Father, or it's mother. I mean, you just things.
But
just
sometimes
trying to
Jackie
practice.
will be like, hey, you need to like...
Because I am also a very dominant person of like, no, we need to get this done.
Her and
right
I are
there.
extremely dominant. It's like having two alpha mares in a very close quarter. Does anybody own two alpha mares that if you put them with anything else, they beat the shit out of them, but if you put them back together, they know that things could be really bad, so they just both kind of stay in their own corner because
We can eat
separately. Yeah.
within range of each other.
Because we both know that if one, I know that if I were to overstep my bounds with Jackie, she would fight me with hands. And she knows that if she were to overstep her bounds with me, I would just knock her smooth out. And when she got up, I would have an ass whipping coming. So Jackie and I are very, very, very aggressive females. I mean, this is alpha. Alpha. Yeah. It's a lot, and I'm telling you that it's hard to be around us if you're not this dominant, And it posed an issue recently that we just had to address, and I kind of got the ultimatum handed to me, like, you have to pick, and I was like, I'm not, so if that's how you feel, you're just going to have to do you, and I'm so sorry. But what makes me respect Jackie and tolerate all of her is because Jackie tolerates all of me with a lot of grace, and Jackie works. My God, Jackie works. Yeah. Yes, it's exhausting keeping up with Jackie.
This is actually, I think,
I don't want to do it.
slowest.
Yeah, we've had two good slow days recently that her and I have got to just go bond. We went to drop off one horse, and then today, and then tomorrow we're going to go drop off two more. We started to go to Glen Rose today, and it didn't work out. It was a shit show. So, okay.
What is your favorite way to work out?
I love yoga, but I recently started doing yoga where you release trauma, and I did a lot of hip releases, and it shot that tension and trauma directly up to a migraine in my neck and shoulders, and I was just harboring, and I had such suicidal, sad thoughts that I'm having to back off the yoga because I started with a yoga instructor that literally does trauma releasing, and I'm not ready. Like, I need a vacation after I release trauma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was devastating. The feelings and thoughts and the memories that came back, things I hadn't remembered, being shot at, shooting back, like things that I had just stored away that were so trauma filled. And I'm telling you, as they started to flood back, it was devastating to revisit that. Like, I had literally just forgot it. Like, I knew, like, I have a scar from being shot, so like I knew I had been in those places, but like you just compartmentalize and completely go away from that to where it's almost like
it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Your brain is like,
and I'm telling you, when I started doing those hip flexor exercises and releasing that trauma and doing the breath work, I had such vivid dreams and just memories came back. Just even with stuff about like Jeremy's funeral and just remembering when the casket like hit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, it just, my God, it fucked me up. That's about the time that I also started doing all that trauma releasing, that I decided I didn't want to be in my relationship anymore. But Jackie and Jackie and I talked about this on the road the other day because my therapist said that I have always been a pioneer in everything I do, and I have built my business to what it is, and I've done these things, and I'm at a plateau to where it's time to grow and change, and it's a new frontier for me, and I'm overwhelmed, and what I'm doing is I'm trying to regress to a simpler lifestyle. And it's not that I don't love Jacob or love my business or love the horses. It's that I got so overwhelmed that I literally was willing to throw that away to just have a normal life and just get by, so that I didn't have all the stress and all of the, like, I mean, there was so much reasoning. Like, my therapist made it make so much sense, and I was like, oh my God, you were right, and I'm fucking horrible. But Jacob chooses me every day. If you guys ever wonder, Jackie has been around Jacob a lot. What do you think of Jacob?
I think he's a wonderful guy.
Yeah. In case you guys ever wondered how somebody could be like a kill buyer and buy cattle for slaughter, what they're like at the end of the day, that's a good motherfucker.
Yeah. He's sensible. He's in tune. He knows what he's talking about.
He leaves me notes.
Solving.
Jackie will find them and be like, here, Jacob left you a note. And it was like, he leaves me handwritten I love you notes all the time. And there's so many things that, like, so when I started making a list of everything he does right and everything I do, like, listen, I was mad that he won't make the bed. It was like, he won't make the bed. He lets our child bring her toys in our room. He lets her eat in the bed after I've said no food. Like, there was like 4 things on the things that make me want to kill him. And the list of things that he does that were great was like pages. We could just flip the book. Tell me that that's not on, I'm a shit human. I'm not a shit human. I'm a human and had a shitty moment.
There you go.
I'm a shit human that had a shitty moment. And what was really sad, and I'm going to say this, I couldn't do better. I couldn't do better. I couldn't find better. So what the fuck am I looking for? What the fuck did I think I was going to get out of my relationship? And no, like I needed to sit the fuck down and shut up.
All right, we're on to yes or no's.
Yes, okay, I love this. Let's do it. Rapid fire, yes or no's.
You have pets?
Huh? Do I have cuts? No, I don't cut myself.
Pets.
I'm a psycho, not depressed.
P-E-T-S.
Oh, yes, I have pets. Yes. Goats. Yes, Tinley. And you.
Married.
11 years.
Oh, you're home.
No, we own the farm, and we own the place in Pitkin, but we don't own the house I live in.
I have siblings.
One.
Have you ever lived abroad?
I lived in Mexico for a month. We couldn't figure out how to smuggle me back across the border. I got back.
You ever traveled abroad?
Yes.
Are you active on social? Are you active on social media?
Yes.
Do you enjoy running?
I would love to run if I didn't have screws in both ankles. I think I still want to ease into it. Yes.
I'll just swim.
No water for me.
And would you ever try stand-up comedy?
Oh, I'm a hilarious bitch. Of course I would.
She might say yes, you would.
I'm so funny sometimes.
Okay, this is a yes too. Would you ever appear on a reality show?
Mm-hmm. I would love to have a reality show. I would love it.
Okay. Have you ever moved across country?
Yes, multiple times.
Do you speak more than one language?
Portuguese, bom dia. A little Portuguese, a little Espanol. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not fluently, no, but a little, enough to
Do
get
you
by.
consider yourself tech savvy?
Very.
Tried to get my bird in a fucking word. I can't get it.
I figured out why it didn't work. The password had been changed to where it wouldn't hook onto the Bluetooth or the password had been changed. I got it fixed. I got it fixed.
Good.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy performing in front of an audience?
Yes.
Do you vote local elections regularly?
Yes, I vote. I
Have you
vote.
ever won a contest?
A lot.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Do you believe in soulmates?
Yes.
Do you sleep with stuffed animals?
I have 90 pillows on my bed. 90. I have more pillows, and I order pillows, and anytime there's a commercial for a pillow, I order it because it might be the next best thing.
I want that one in the spare bedroom. Still, I'm hung up on that.
I have 2 of those in my bed as well. They were a 4-pack.
Ah.
Tinley's bed has one, the spare bed has one, and my bed has 2. Do you know what Jacob and I do with those pillows?
I don't want to know.
We
Please don't.
sleep with them between our legs, like when we sleep on our side.
Not the one in the spare bedroom, though, right?
Jacob does when he sleeps in there. Yeah, he tucks it between his balls. Yeah.
I'm
She
bringing my
loves
own
Jacob's
pillow.
case. Just bring your own pillowcase. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever won a bet?
Yes.
Have you ever delivered a perfect comeback?
Yes.
Do you have a bucket list? Yes. Are you,
What is it?
would your 12-year-old self think you're
Go back up. What did it say? Okay. Are you in the profession you dreamed of when you were a child? Absolutely.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Alright. Would you ever skydive?
My
Yes.
12-year-old self would think I am the fucking baddest bitch ever. My 12-year-old self wanted
We talked
nothing
about
more.
this the other day.
My 12-year-old self wanted nothing more to own a horse of my own that was not my dad's pony horse. And I didn't know what I was going to do with horses. I just wanted to do anything with horses. My 12-year-old self would just be screaming at what I do and what I own. My 12-year-old self would be blown away.
Would you ever skydive?
No.
Yes.
No.
It's fun. You so need to do it.
Nope.
Alright. Well, we'll say you can just
I'll
drop
video.
You'll video. How are you gonna video?
Just give me your gun.
It's only like a minute and a half.
Nope, I'm not doing it.
Okay. Have you ever walked out of a movie theater mid-show?
I've been escorted out of a movie theater mid-show.
Okay. Have you ever freestyle rap?
Yes.
Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
Yes.
Have you named more than 10 U.S. presidents?
Can I? I'm sure I can, yes.
Do you correct other people's grammar? Some.
I will tell you that a guy was snapping me a little bit, and his grammar and his text. So it was always kind of like one or two words, and I hated that. I was like, why are like these? This is like ugh. And then he like texted me something, and I realized in that moment how uneducated he was, and I was just like, this is awful. Yes, grammar is important.
Do you like clothes shopping?
Yes.
Do you think you would make a good spy?
No. I might be able to spy okay. I don't know. No, I'm not. No, I tried to block someone on TikTok. I tried to block somebody on TikTok and accidentally loved their videos. It was like, no!
I had to take the phone away from her.
No!
Okay.
Okay, so we're taking all of our snap reels from the last, month, and we're going to make our Snapchat. We saved them to our memories, and we are going to post them on my Facebook's reel today for y'all that don't have Snaps enjoyment. Just wait till you watch our snaps. They are so fucking funny. I literally laughed so hard yesterday watching replays of her and I over the last month. I pissed myself.
All right, rapid fire with two options.
Mm-hmm. Two options.
Two options. Work or play?
Work.
Love or friendship?
Love.
Money or happiness?
They're the same.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Summer or winter?
Fall.
Love you. Morning or evening?
Morning.
Sweet or salty?
Savory.
Do you watch shows one episode at a time or binge?
Binge.
Watch the
If
whole
I
episode?
do not watch TV at all, but if I'm sick or something, I'll binge. Binge.
Do you shower at night or in the morning?
Both. I'm a clean bitch.
Mine, I like to go up to 3 times a day.
Yep, my armpits and my vagina are not going to go out of my shower without being scrubbed. Yeah, clean bitches. Three a day.
We're dirty right now.
We can be disgusting, but we clean. I'm not saying like this.
Let's see. Would you rather fly or have super strength?
Fly.
Would you rather find your dream job or win the lottery?
I would win the lottery and still do what I do, just more comfortably.
Yeah,
I have too much hustle to not work.
exactly.
Yeah.
Physical strength or mental strength?
Mental.
Are you more of an introvert or an extrovert?
I am. It depends on the person I'm
would
around.
say, yeah,
I am
yeah.
very extroverted when I'm comfortable, but until I'm comfortable with you,
Introvert all the way.
I'm an introvert all the way.
Night out or night in?
Man, they're both amazing. Like, I love to have a night in, but I
You make
love
the
to go
most
out
of
with her.
both.
Yeah, her and I have a good. We went to BJ's and had a blast.
Yes, we did. We actually had a blast in the car in the driveway.
Yes. Jackie and I. Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Expensive presents or homemade presents?
I don't think. Okay, so this is me on presents. I think that when you give a gift, I always send a handwritten note when I give gifts. But when I give gifts, they're well thought out. So it doesn't really, it's not about the price or being homemade. It's about the gesture.
That went into it.
Like, I want to gift somebody a necessity. You know, like, I'm not going to gift you like a scarf. I'm not going to gift you, like, I'm going to...
I gave my nieces and nephews fucking toothbrushes.
Yeah, so, like, my sister, when I pay her
Not like the
bills.
Ricky Dinky toothbrushes, like the Sonicare whole pack
Yep.
kit, everything,
Yep.
floss, water pick, toothbrush kit, period.
I like to give in a way, like a handwritten note with money would be to my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's the thought behind the gift, so it's not about the price. But I don't hand make very much, so it's just the thought behind it. Like, it's gonna be.
Do you kill bugs or find inside or take them outside?
Snakes and bugs can go outside as long as it didn't scare me. Like, I might accidentally kill if it was like.
Spiders are dead.
Yeah, no, I'll relocate a spider by the string. I don't mind. They
I
don't
will
scare
call
me.
somebody.
We relocate all the snakes on my property too, just to a less busy place.
I told Jacob we relocated one, and he's like, kill. I was like, no. He
We
goes,
relocate 'em. The snakes on my property are pretty harmless. We have a lot of big black little snakes, and I
Just
love
rat
them.
snakes.
Yeah.
Chicken, what some would call chicken snakes.
Yep.
Would you prefer to drive? Oh, same question. Would you rather travel to the past or travel to the future?
I'm good where I'm at.
Do you prefer social time or alone time?
Both.
Are you more of a thinker or a doer? Napper?
I'm the thinker and she's the doer. I think I'm the thinker and you're the doer. What did you say?
In instances, yes.
Yeah.
Street smarts, book smarts.
Street smarts. All the way.
Learn by watching, learn by doing.
I can watch you do it and then I can do it. And it doesn't matter what it is. Like, if I see somebody do something one time, I can do it. Or I'm going to at least attempt to do it with absolute all the confidence in the world, zero fear. And I may fuck it up, but I'm just going to try again and again until I get it right.
Same. Fresh food or fried food?
Fresh food.
Are you more cautious
We're
or
bold.
bold?
We're both bold.
Cannonball into the pool or...
I'm going to avoid the pool at all costs.
Would you rather sleep in late or take a long nap in midday?
Nap midday.
Midday.
You have your own Netflix account? Yes, I do. Jacob and I
canceled mine.
No, we have one.
Now I just do the HBO Max.
My guilty pleasure, it says, what is your guilty pleasure? My guilty pleasure is laying in my bed by myself in the middle of my bed when everybody is gone, Jacob and Tinley, and my bed is perfect and the sheets are so freshly clean and just enjoying myself.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Yes, sing it. Sing it. She said, Amarillo Bamu. Well, I don't know. We sing all kinds of stuff in the car. We don't know. It's bad. You'll learn from our Snap. We sing all the stuff.
What is your last Google search? Red bracelets?
Yeah, red string bracelets.
What is the punchline to your favorite joke?
I don't tell a lot of jokes that way.
What is your last impulse buy?
1 million saddle pads.
Jacob's gonna flip. Which celebrity annoys
All
you?
of them. All of them.
What is not a big deal to most people, but
Manes and tails. Manes and tails. Manes and tails. Manes and tails.
what is the weirdest thing your pets do? Fucking jump in the chair.
My dog wants to jump in the water tank and then completely saturate himself in dirt this thick on his entire body and then run for our vehicles to jump in completely covered in mud because he wants to take it home with him. He doesn't want to leave the farm behind. Fucker.
Shiva had a coronary when Bear did it the other day. I opened the door to get something and Bear goes, poof, and I'm like,
He gets in the water tank and then as soon as he's wet, he finds the sandiest, dirtiest, bare dirt spot and just completely covers himself in dirt. And he's so proud. He's just so proud of himself.
oh Jesus. If your pet could talk, what would it say about you?
That its mom is psychotic.
Yeah, Chip would say the same thing. What is the least likely 3 words someone would ever use to describe you? Meek,
Quiet.
mild, and
Yeah.
quiet.
Quiet, humble, and what else?
I said my 3, meek, mild, and quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of something.
I'm not
else.
very humble. I'm definitely not quiet, and I'm a lot. Yeah. I don't think anybody would ever say that I was homely or like, yeah, meek, ever. No.
What is the strongest thing you ever saw? Strangest thing. Sorry.
Okay.
Thing you ever saw while walking down the street?
I saw a ghost.
Turn off.
Saw a ghost. The cringiest thing I ever did as a teenager. Was shoot the street lights out with a group of people that were on 4-wheelers that thought that was a lot of fun.
I was an odd duck.
Stupid. So pointless and stupid. I don't know what the fuck.
What world record do you think you have a shot at beating?
Selling the most horses in 1 year, like for a private individual.
Do public bathrooms make you self-conscious?
I can't poop in public.
You can't. You just talk to me.
Yeah, I can't pee with her talking to me either. That's right. Yeah.
Do you know how to perform a magic trick? Yeah, she can turn $1 into $1,000.
Ta-da! I do. I cleared my money blocks. I was about 23 years old, and I found a thing on YouTube about clearing money blocks, and I've just never had money blocks or lack money mentality since then, and money comes fast and easy to me.
You need to do that. I love my rib.
I can do your rib. I have very healing hands, and I do Reiki, and I can absolutely I can fix things.
One that was
Stuck in inspiration?
Yeah, now it's on this side too. Yeah, I doubled over last night. Have you ever planned a prank months in advance?
I'm not a pranker. I don't like that.
What object did you misplace or lose the most?
I can never find my keys. I can never find registration papers. Ever. I never know where the Coggins are to anything. I'm having to completely disassemble the office for a Coggins and a set of registration papers on the daily. No, I literally have no organization skills. I have the organization skills of a toddler.
All right, I am not doing the deep ones.
Oh, deep rapid fire questions. Okay. What's your favorite pun? I'm a legal alien because I was born in Roswell, New Mexico. What do you think the meaning of life is? I actually think the meaning of life is to try to make a difference and see how much of a difference you can make for animals and people around you. And I think until you figure out how you can start to improve the lives of people around you, you do not know the meaning of life. What motivates you the most? Money. Making sure that I have enough money to provide for everything in my life so that all the horses are fed and my staff are paid. What death hits you the hardest? I would say Jeremy. What quote resonates with you the most? I would say that
Perfectly imperfect.
I am perfectly imperfect. What's the best advice you ever received? The best advice I ever received lately is that sometimes when the grass is starting to look greener on the other side, it's probably because you've pissed on your own lawn a lot, and you killed all the grass, and you need to do better in your own life. You don't need to go looking over fences or trying to jump out. You need to clean up your life. You need to fix yourself, because when you fix yourself, the shit around you will start to get better. So if your yard looks like this and you jump the fence to that green yard over there, you're going to fuck it up too, because you're the problem. Nothing else. You're the problem. Do what you wish. Okay, what do you wish you would have learned sooner? That you are the only person you have control of, and you have to fix yourself if you want your life to be fixed. What secret about the universe would you want to learn? I have studied the universe a lot, and I think the thing that I know that I want you guys to know is that everything is available to you when you change your mindset. Are you where you want to be in life? I'm where I need to be in life right now. The key to living a good life is communication and loving the people around you. How do you cope with hardships? I get a migraine. Instantaneous. What movie, book, TV show changed your life? The Secret was really good. Yeah. What was the one before and after in your life? I don't
get that.
Yeah. Right now, what's the most pivotal relationship in your life? Jacob. What is your myself. Right now, my relationship with myself. What is your most strongly held belief? That you have to fix yourself, or nothing else in your life is ever going to work. That until you heal yourself, understand yourself, and that you are whole, you literally will keep attracting the same shit you've always attracted, and it's never going to change. What trait most defines who you are? Oh, my stubbornness. My God, I have got to learn to lay that down. If you were to devote the rest of your life to philanthropy, I devoted my entire fucking life to kill pin horses. I cannot take on anything else. What stranger do you still think about sometimes? Okay, this is a really weird thing. I met a stranger in passing. And it's weird because I don't understand a lot about soul contracts and I don't understand a lot about soul ties. But I met somebody a little over a year ago in passing, and I remember in that moment, like, having like a... Anyway, I reconnected with that person that's no longer a stranger, and it was really weird how you can, like, pick up a vibe. And I think that, I do think that we have past life soul contracts and that we do have soulmates. And it's just not this life. This life is just not the right place. Not the right place or time. What is the kindest thing someone ever did for you? You guys are so kind to me all the time. I did a $10 draw for Calvin, and it filled over 600 spots, and we were able to completely rehabilitate Slingshot. I spent $1,200 at the vet clinic. Do you believe in second chances? Absolutely. I believe in third and fourth and fifth and sixth. God said 7 times 70. Right? So your job is to forgive and to love, not to judge or turn your back on. All right, you guys, we love you. We're fixing to call my child back, see what Jacob's got bought, and have a good day. Bye, you guys. Make sure you send stars if you enjoy these kind of videos.